The WBA have confirmed that Alexander Povetkin is now the new mandatory challenger for Anthony Joshua. He just won a points decision over Christian Hammer. I haven't watched the fight. I've heard it's quite a dull fight, so I may not end up watching it and doing a post-fight. I guess there's not really much to discuss if it was that dull. But yeah, the WBA say he is now Joshua's mandatory. When that mandatory will be called, I don't know. Joshua's also got the possibility of facing the WBA regular champion, who is Manuel Charr, a guy who Povetkin has already knocked out. It's a very complicated situation with the WBA because the regular champion also is effectively a mandatory because they mandate the regular champion to fight the super champion from time to time. It happened with Danny Jacobs versus Golovkin, for example. And then you've got this regular, normal mandatory, which is not a regular champion, in Alexander Povetkin for Joshua. I don't know how that whole situation is going to work. Is Povetkin going to get his shot first? Is Manuel Charr going to end up, or the winner of Manuel Charr, Freza Kendo, is he going to fight Joshua first? I don't know how it's going to work. When will the mandatory be called? Who knows? Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about this particular development. Alexander Povetkin, how good did you think he looked against Hammer? People are saying he didn't look particularly good, that he looked a bit flat. I saw a little bit. I saw like a few seconds of the fight. It is on YouTube. Somebody has uploaded it, I think in the Russian language or some Eastern European language, in quite good quality. I had a brief look at it for a few seconds. What stood out to me was that Povetkin doesn't look in as good shape as he has been for some of his other fights. He looked a bit more pudgy, and that could just be age. He's getting up there now. Povetkin is in his late 30s. It could be age, or could it be linked to no longer using certain substances? Could that also be why his body's not looking the way it used to? And could it also be why someone like Christian Hammer was able to go the distance with him? Or maybe Hammer's just an improved fighter. Hammer looked in better shape from what I saw in the brief few seconds I looked at the fight. He looked in better shape than he was against David Price. And to be honest with you, on paper, it's a good result for Hammer to be able to go the distance with Povetkin. Given the fact that Povetkin has blasted people out like Carlos Takam and the current WBA regular champion Manuel Charr, he knocked these guys out clean. So for Hammer to be able to go the distance, that speaks well for him. Anyway, let me know how you feel about this. How will the situation play out? If you know any more about the WBA's rules and regulations and protocol than I do, then enlighten me. And if Joshua versus Povetkin does happen, who will you be picking in that fight? I saw a poll. I think it might have been in my boxing group, but I saw a poll conducted asking the question, who wins, Povetkin or Joshua? And a lot of people were picking Povetkin. I'm definitely picking Joshua. 100% I'd pick Joshua to beat Povetkin, especially given the way he looked, or apparently looked, against Christian Hammer. Yeah, I'd pick Joshua. I think the youth, the strength, and even the styles. I don't think Povetkin's style is the most difficult style for Joshua to deal with. Don't get it twisted. Povetkin's dangerous and he can punch. And that power would be dangerous against Joshua. But he's there to be hit, Povetkin. He's not a difficult guy to tag. And when he's got a guy as big and strong as Joshua physically imposing himself on him, how's Povetkin going to cope with that at 37 or 38, whatever he is? I don't think he'll cope that well, to be honest. That's just my view. So I would definitely take Joshua in the fight. But let me know how you guys feel in the comment section below. It's happening. I'm out.